Hey, that's right. I'm talking to you. Stop scrolling for a moment. I know exactly what you're thinking. Let me just finish this video first. We've all procrastinated on something, and those moments of putting things off tend to pile up. Then comes the point where you're staring at a mountain of unfinished tasks, feeling overwhelmed and asking yourself, where did all the time go? Everyone's had that panicked realization that they've let things slip too far. So I just want to ask you one simple question. How much longer are you going to keep procrastinating? You know what? Procrastination isn't necessarily about laziness. In fact, it often stems from fear, stress, and avoiding uncomfortable feelings. But don't worry, I'm not here just to call you out. I've got some practical solutions, and by the end of this video, you'll know how to overcome procrastination and get things done, even when you don't feel like it. Let's get started. Step 1. Understand why you're procrastinating. Before we talk about how to fix it, we need to understand why it happens in the first place. It's not just about a lack of motivation or being unwilling to work. There are usually much deeper reasons behind procrastination. Sometimes you procrastinate because you're afraid of failure, and other times, strangely enough, it's because you're afraid of success. And then there are moments when the task just feels so massive that you don't even know where to begin. Identifying the real reason behind your procrastination is the first step to breaking free from this cycle. Are you avoiding the discomfort that comes with getting started? Or are you feeling overwhelmed by the sheer size of the task ahead? When you truly understand what's holding you back, you'll be in a much better position to face it head-on, instead of just forcing yourself to push through it. So pause for a moment and think about the task you've been putting off. What's making you avoid it? Is it fear? Is it overwhelm? Or are you simply not in the mood to start? Procrastination doesn't necessarily mean you're lazy. What matters is recognizing it, and the next step is learning how to overcome it. So what should we do? Step 2. Break the task into manageable pieces. Now we get into strategy. Here's a super effective tip I want to share with you. Break big tasks down into smaller, more manageable chunks. Imagine trying to eat an entire pizza in one bite. You'd probably choke, right? Tackling a huge task all at once is no different. Your brain freezes up and procrastination takes over. But when you break it down, suddenly things feel more manageable. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have to write a 10-page paper. Just thinking about it is enough to make you freeze. But what if you focused on writing just 100 words at a time? 100 words is totally doable, right? You don't need to commit to finishing the whole thing from the start. Just get through a small part first, and bit by bit. Before you even realize it, you'll have the whole thing done. The key here is this. Make the task so simple and approachable that you can't not get started. Step 3. Use the 2-minute rule. Now comes the fun part, the 2-minute rule. This principle is incredibly simple. If something takes less than 2 minutes to do, just do it right now. That's it. No excuses, no overthinking. The longer a task sits unfinished, the heavier it feels in your mind. But if you take care of the quick ones right away, you'll build momentum. And momentum is everything. So next time you catch yourself procrastinating, ask, can I get this done in 2 minutes? If the answer is yes, don't wait. Knock it out immediately. Just getting started like that means you've already won half the battle. This rule is especially powerful when you feel stuck. Step 4. Eliminate distractions. Like a pro, distractions are the silent killers of productivity. We all know the feeling of scrolling through social media, watching YouTube, or checking your phone for the 5th time in an hour. These seemingly harmless habits are actually stealing your focus without you even realizing it. If you really want to stop procrastinating, you have to actively protect your focus. A simple trick is to create a distraction-free zone. Turn on Do Not Disturb mode on your phone, close any unrelated browser tabs, or whatever else you need to stay on track. The more distractions you eliminate, the easier it becomes to get into a productive flow, and you'll be surprised at how much you can actually get done just by silencing the background noise. Step 5. Set a timer and try the Pomodoro technique. You might have heard of this one before, the Pomodoro technique. It's super simple. Set a timer for 25 minutes, focus completely on your task, then take a 5-minute break. Sounds easy, right? Here's the cool part. It tricks your brain by making you think, hey, I only have to work for 25 minutes. That's not so bad. The power of the Pomodoro technique lies in creating a sense of urgency, while still giving your brain the rest it needs. After 25 minutes of intense focus, you get a short break to recharge. And honestly, those short breaks help you keep your energy and motivation going. Let's face it, working for 25 minutes is way more manageable than trying to sit still and stay productive for hours on end. Step 6. Identify why you started and visualize your success. Why do you want to finish this task? To impress your boss? To build something meaningful for your future? Figure out the reason that truly matters to you, and use that as your anchor when things get tough. On top of that, visualizing success is a powerful tool. Close your eyes and imagine the moment you've completed the task, that feeling of relief and pride as you look back on what you've accomplished. Can you feel the satisfaction of crossing the finish line? That positive image can be the push you need to get started, even when you're completely unmotivated. Step 7. Reward yourself and celebrate the small wins. Now comes the part about rewarding yourself. One of the main reasons we procrastinate is because the reward for completing a task feels too distant or abstract. However, if you create small rewards along the way, you'll have little celebrations every time you hit a milestone. For example, after writing the first 500 words of your paper, treat yourself to a snack or take a 10-minute break to scroll through social media. These small rewards trigger positive emotions, making the process of working feel more enjoyable. Just be careful not to let these rewards derail you. A few minutes of scrolling can easily turn into 30 minutes if you're not paying attention. Step 8. Find an accountability partner and keep the momentum going. Finally, here's a tip to help you stay committed. Accountability. Share your goal with someone, whether it's a friend, family member, or even a social media post. When someone is checking in on your progress, your motivation gets a huge boost. And when you have to report your results, you'll be more likely to get things done. Persistence is key to building momentum. If you stick to a consistent routine, even if it's just 25 minutes of work each day, you'll start to notice that the task becomes easier to manage and much more achievable over time. Now, I want to ask you a question. Is there something you've been procrastinating on? Think about it. It could be an email you haven't replied to, a project you've been avoiding, or a goal you keep pushing off until next week, next month, or even next year. Imagine how amazing it would feel to finish it. Not next week, not tomorrow, but today. Procrastination isn't just about the time that's been wasted. It's also about the burden it creates on your shoulders. Think about this. Every task you avoid doesn't just disappear, it stays there, occupying space in your mind, draining your energy, and holding you back. But as soon as you take action, even just a small step, you'll start to feel that weight lifting. And isn't that what we all want? The feeling of relief, freedom, and control over everything around us? And here's the amazing thing about taking action. It creates momentum. The first step leads to the second, and before you know it, you're in the flow of work. The feeling of accomplishment is truly addictive, and the more you do, the more you realize you're capable of so much more than you thought. When you try, even if it's messy or imperfect, you're still moving forward, far beyond the person who's standing still. And don't forget, you don't have to do everything on your own. If you need someone to hold you accountable, don't hesitate to reach out to someone you trust. Share your goal with a friend, a family member, or even an online support community. Tell someone, today I'm going to do this, and I need you to help me keep my word. Trust me, knowing that someone will check in on your progress will make a huge difference. So, what's the next step? Here's your challenge. Don't just watch this video and move on to the next one. Take what you've learned today and put it into action right now. Choose one strategy, just one, and apply it to the task you've been procrastinating on. It could be setting a timer, breaking the task down into smaller steps, or simply opening that scary email you've been avoiding. Whatever it is, start right now, because the best time to begin is right now. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. If this video helped you even just a little bit, please share it with someone who might need a small push to stop procrastinating and start living their best life. Let's spread this momentum together. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more tips and strategies waiting for you to help boost your productivity and achieve your goals. Now go out there and get started, because your future is the bet you're making today.